Gift with Purchase is definitely an interesting story. This is the second episode of Mary-Kate and Ashley in action, and I rather enjoyed this one. I definitely think it's better than the previous one. As I mentioned in my previous discussion, I did watch some of this show growing up, but I don't remember very much of it. So I'm not really sure what to expect from the episodes going forward. So I'm going into each one with an open mind, really willing to enjoy whatever they present. And this one had a really fascinating narrative. Mary-Kate and Ashley are special agents. They are voicing animated, somewhat versions of themselves, and they have a robotic dog as well who doesn't look robotic, and he is an absolute joy. And in this one, the case that they have to try and solve, if you like, involves this makeup artist, this cosmetics creator, who is creating makeup that can control people. So she'll put the makeup onto somebody and they are then in her control, which is a really fascinating concept. And that in itself makes for a fun story. We have some really great characters. We have a great villain. Everybody is really well written, really well animated. But we also have a great message as well, because it touches on the importance of beauty being more than just physical appearance, and that there are more important things than how a person looks or the makeup that they wear. But I think it does it while also celebrating makeup and that kind of industry, and it's really interesting to hear Mary-Kate and Ashley talking about fashion. For example, we have like a catwalk, and they're talking about the fashion there, and this is kind of around about the time. This was released in 2001, 2002, just before they decided to leave acting and go into fashion. Well, just before they decided to go to university to then progress with their fashion careers. So it's kind of really exciting to hear them voicing characters talking about this, and that was really great as well. And I won't say how it concludes or what happens with the narrative, but I will say that it was really well done, really thoroughly enjoyable, and definitely better than the first episode. That's not to say there was anything wrong with the first episode. The first episode was SPF 5000. But this may sound like a weird thing to say, but this one felt more believable than the first episode, even though we're dealing with makeup that can control people. But I think if you look at it in a kind of metaphorical way, where the beauty industry does control some people by giving them these impossible standards, and people become obsessed with trying to reach these standards and create this perfect beauty that doesn't exist, and that it can be kind of, through advertising, manipulative. So I'm not saying it's realistic, but I suggest there are elements of realism there, and I think it can be deep. If you want to study it from that aspect, you absolutely can, but if you just want to enjoy it as a fun story, then Gift with Purchase is definitely suitable for that. I rather enjoyed it. I thought it was a pretty good episode, well animated, fun narrative, decent execution, and I'm looking forward to watching the rest of the series.